Good morning. Today I want to share Hebrews 12, verse 14, which says, "Pursue peace with all men, and the sanctification without which no one will see the Lord." A few of the devotionals I read this week have been on reconciliation. And I know God kept bringing to mind certain people who I used to have a friendship with, and it ended for one reason or another. I'm sure we all can admit that we've had friendships or relationships that ended or grew apart. But God was just really speaking to my heart, and I knew I had to do a heart check. I had to ask myself, did I truly forgive that person? Had I done everything I could to reconcile with that person? Now I know that there are some relationships that will never be the same because it's very hard to trust somebody who has hurt you. And sometimes, someone dies, so that friendship obviously cannot be reconciled. But God was just kind of reminding me today that we can pursue peace with those people. We can do our best to make sure we have truly forgiven them, and we don't have to throw it in their face of what they did and the hurt they caused, because they probably already know that, especially if you have already tried to reconcile. But for me, God was just telling me, you can pray for that person. You can be kind to that person. You can encourage that person. And you can let that person know that they matter to God as well as to me. I don't have to, necessarily let them fully in and fully trust them again. But I need to do all I can to pursue peace, make every effort to live at peace with that person. And if I'm constantly reminding them, well, you did this and you did that, that's not going to bring peace. And I don't believe if I'm doing that I've truly forgiven that person. If I'm constantly reminding them of something that I should have forgiven them for. Because when God forgives us, He forgets about it. And I know we're human and we can't really forget, but I can forgive and then not bring that up again. So I just wanted to encourage you today. Is there somebody in your life who you need to pursue peace with, to make every effort to live at peace with them? And encouraging you again, have that be, if you need to try to reconcile with that person, that is great, And I know that the relationship, it can take time, but it can be restored. Some relationships really can be, if you're willing to admit, hey, I am sorry. Because they said sometimes we're the one that caused the problem in the relationship. And that's the reason it dissolved, is because we did something. So if you need to ask forgiveness, hey, I'm sorry. And sometimes that can, restore that relationship, that friendship. But forgive that person, be kind to that person, encourage that person, and pray for that person. And see what God can do. I know He has changed my heart towards people when I pray for them, because I can't be mad at them when I'm praying for them, because I'm just fully giving that over to God. I know that there's been relationships I have tried to restore and it didn't work. Because sometimes God puts somebody in our life for a reason, for a season. And when that season ends, it hurts, but we have learned something as a result of that relationship, that friendship. But other times it's something that we just need to work on it and say, okay, I messed up, or maybe that person messed up, but we're both human. We're all human. We make mistakes. And let's try to pursue peace. God bless.